Hi, we're Marcy and Jeff Kaiser. We're Reformed Jews from Oyster Bay. I think the question asked was, how do we define community?
In our culture.
In our culture. I think you had an excellent answer.
Well, I was explaining that Jews define community in multiple ways, not just religious, but also ethnic, and the kinds of values and rituals that they have in common and that they share. So, for example, even if you're not an observant Jew, you still identify as Jewish because of your shared ethnic background. Most Jews either come from Eastern Europe, for example, or Sephardic Jews come from Spain. And so there's that identity. And there's also a shared sort of value system that's common to Jews. Just for example, Jews generally value education very highly.
Science.
Justice is a very important value in
We're both
Jewish
lawyers.
hierarchy of values.
Science.
Science as well, big believers in science. And so there are a lot of different ways, even if you're not particularly a religious Jew, that you identify as Jews, as Jewish, and that knit Jews together from different kinds of backgrounds and different kinds of religious fervor. They're still bound together and knitted together as Jews for that reason. Family and family bonds are very important in the Jewish culture, and Jewish parents tend to be very involved and interested in their lives and well-being and education and success of their children. They also tend to want their children to marry into the Jewish faith.
I feel like they care more about them marrying into
Than in other
Jewish
cultures.
faith than in other
Now,
cultures.
whether or not that particular interest is kind of fraying over time is part of the challenges that you hear rabbis talk about.
But that's
and
been going
people
on
within-
since we were young.
It's been
People
going
discuss
on.
that
That's
about-
right. So it's a constant struggle of
we're
more
yeah.
traditional Jews who want to preserve that kind of sort of Jewish intermarriage and the sort of forces of modernity in which Jewish children grow up and marry outside the faith. And so it's a constant tug of war.
Right, and recognizing what a small percentage of the population we are, you become more conscious of it as you get older and you have children, about them marrying people and raising their children within the faith as well.